Thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully today with our picks and your picks, it'll be another profitable day for you. Tuesday, June 13th, Major League Baseball plays for us today. Just a reminder, 4 teams we fade or follow: Blue Jays, Dodgers, Cubs, and Royals. So we will get started with the first game for us today. It's going to be Blue Jays in Baltimore against the Orioles. Chris Bassitt going against Dean Kramer today. Bassett's been a pretty strong candidate for us all season long. So we'll take back in the Blue Jays today. Money line, -1.5, 2.5, and 3.5 on the run lines. -0.5 also on the first 5 innings. Over 4.5 team total. And then we're also going to take Dalton Varsho over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. And then we'll also take a flyer for him to hit a homer today. It looked like it was around plus 425. So just a reminder for the Blue Jays, money line -1.5, 2.5, 3.5, and -0.5 on the run lines for the first 5 innings on that one there. Then also over 4.5 team total, Dalton Varsho over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, and then also to hit a home run. Next game up for us is going to be Cubs Pirates. Cubs coming off a day off, as well as the Pirates. Pirates are a slight favorite, a little bit bigger favorite. That line's been bet down quite a bit on that one. So we will take the Pirates as the dog today. Money line +1.5 and +2.5, and then -1.5 on the run lines. +0.5 first 5 innings. Over 3.5 team total. And then also we're going to take, let's see here, we've got over the 3.5 team total, and then we're also going to take Bryan Reynolds over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs as well on that one. So Pirates money line, and then on the run lines, it's +1.5, +2.5, -1.5, and then +0.5 first 5 innings. And then we're going to take the over 3.5 team total. And then we'll also take Bryan Reynolds over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs as well. And that pitching matchup, Italian versus Ortiz. So pretty, the Cubs got a little bit better pitching matchup, but the offense has been so suspect, it's hard to take them in anything. Next game up for us is the Reds at the Royals. Reds end up taking the first game of the series 5-4. We were just a shade off of that one. We came close to a correct score yesterday. So, but Jordan Lyles alert, so it's auto fade time against the Royals. So we will take the Reds money line. That number is actually that number's drastically changed. It was +115 when it pounced yesterday. It's -105 now. I mean, there's still a little bit of a dog because the Royals are -115 currently, but Reds money line +1.5, then -1.5 on the run lines, +0.5 first 5 innings, over 4.5 team total again, as they got 5 yesterday. And then we're also going to take, we're going to take Elly De La Cruz over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, as he went 0 for yesterday. And then we're also going to take TJ Friedl over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. So on the Royals game, we're going to take Reds money line +1.5, -1.5 on the run lines, +0.5 first 5, over 4.5 team total. And then we're going to go to Elly De La Cruz over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, as well as TJ Friedl over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Next, last game of the day, Dodgers hosting the White Sox. Gonsolin versus Lance Lynn. Dodgers are, as expected, pretty sizable favorites. Looks like they're about -200 currently. So they opened yesterday at like -180 though, so we couldn't hop on that one fast enough, especially knowing Lance Lynn's pitching. We did take the Dodgers money line -1.5, -2.5, -3.5 on the run line, -0.5 first 5 innings. Their team total skyrocketed up to 5.5. We will sprinkle a little some on the over on that one as well. And then this morning we were able to catch Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Normally their total's always 2.5 unless it's a superstar pitcher. And when Lance Lynn's pitching, that didn't make a ton of sense. So we hopped on that as quickly as we could. So make sure you check that when you look at yours as well. So, and then we also going to take Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts, either one to hit a homer. Freddie was plus 4.25, and Mookie looked like he was plus 450. So on the Dodgers game, money line minus 1.5, minus 2.5, minus 3.5 on the run lines, minus a half first 5 innings, over the 5.5 team total. And then Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. And then we'll also take Freddie Freeman or Mookie to hit a homer as well. So make sure you do check out the comments section on the YouTube channel, as you will find a link to the Google Sheet there. It'll show all of our plays, past, present, future, how many units were wagered, things of that nature. Also, make sure you check out the YouTube Shorts, as we'll have our best bet on there. I'm so sorry. And as always, if you could rate, review, or subscribe to make sure you get all the information first when you subscribe to the channel or on the podcast, on the YouTube channel or Amazon or Apple, Google, Spotify. I greatly appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you on the next episode.